Hey everyone, it's Drew McGee from the IVM group. Hope you're having an awesome week. Wanted to share another quick video with you. Today we're going to be in Dynamics 365 and just wanted to show you guys some awesome customization you can make inside your CRM instance to help better track webinar and conference engagement, as those are two of the strongest lead generation channels in our space. So if you see here up on the screen, we have our test instance pulled up and we have a lead record populating on the screen. And if I scroll down, you can see that we've created a couple of fields to help us better track that conference and webinar engagement. So you can see on this record, we have this person is going to attend WCI in a couple of weeks, and they also attended RIMS months ago. So just think about how impactful that can be on any engagement we have with that person pre-conference, knowing that we also saw them at National RIMS. We also have our webinars attended, so we can see what webinars this person attended in the past, and then also the upcoming webinar status, so we can see if they're already registered or after the webinar, if they actually attended or just registered, helping us really mold that post-webinar engagement. One thing important to note here is that these fields were also created on the contact record. And important because after you qualify these leads, we want that information to also be transferred over to the contact record. Well, how did we do that? Well, you have to map that one-to-many relationship inside of the dynamic CRM to transfer that information over. The one-to-many relationship is very similar to the one-to-many relationship or many-to-one relationships in Salesforce. It's just making sure that once those relationships are established, that the fields are being mapped over on those custom fields so that data is carrying over after qualification. Or else, that data will not appear on the record. It will appear on the related lead that was qualified, but you won't be able to see it on the actual contact record unless that is mapped in that many-to-one relationship. Cool. How can we utilize this data to help our sales team close more sales, right? Well, let's put the people that are going to these conferences or that attended these previous webinars in front of our sales team. So how do we do that? Well, let's go to our leads. List views are an extremely useful tool to do just that. Put the data you want to put in front of your sales team to help them be more efficient. So we created a couple sample list views here to kind of show you what that looks like. So upcoming conference leads, I created this list view to show everybody attending WCI 2022 here in a couple of weeks. Of course, this is just sample data. These people are made up, but we have them marked in that field so that they populate in this list, and our sales team can view only the people going to WCI, see when they last contacted them, the last time they sent them an email. Even more so, you can create a dynamic filter to put the records that sales rep owns in front of them, so they only see the people that they want to reach out to. Super useful tool. We also have our unworked webinar leads. I mean, these people just spent an hour with you, right? And they have heard what you do, what you're about, what you can provide them. So let's put those people on a list, right? And show the brand new records that were created in your CRM through that webinar and show them which ones have not been reached out to yet. Every single one of those people need to have some sort of activity. This list helps make sure nobody falls through the cracks, right? Let's utilize those webinars. So list views, great way we can optimize those fields, but how can we view the overall data? Let's analyze the data. Let's see the true impact we're making. So to do that, we can populate a dashboard. So here I created a sample dashboard with just some real basic components. The data was just captured, this week, so it's not as in depth as I would like to be, right? We only have 1 week to show here. On the left here, we have our generated leads through webinars. So these leads did not exist in our database until they joined one of our webinars and sat through one of our webinars, right? So this optimally looks better as a line graph where you can see the increase and decrease month over month of leads generated through webinars, just to see the overall impact and how we're trending. Over here on the right is previous webinar audience. We can see a breakdown of everybody who has both attended and registered. So we can see how many people registered but didn't attend and registered and did attend, right? That is super different engagement after the webinar, right? The messaging there is really different. We scroll down a little bit. What else can we see? Webinar generated opportunities. If a lead was created in our system and our sales team qualified them and created them into an opportunity where there's a possibility of them to do business with us, we can see how many opportunities we can attribute to the webinar campaign. Over here on the right, again, I just wanted to show you a component that you can add on your sales team's dashboard to put on their homepage so that they can see right on their homepage, right when they log in, the leads that are unworked from the webinars. Those are hot leads. Put them right in front of them so that they can start engaging with those leads and bring in new business, right? Scroll down one more. I have two more components here to share with you. Our webinar generated contacts. This is huge. This is our ROI, right? These are contacts that have been qualified and then converted into contacts, and you can see how many customers have been generated from your webinar efforts, right? If you have operational data in your CRM and you're tracking revenue on the contact record, you can easily create a 2-variable custom report pulling not only customers converted from webinar generated leads, but also how much revenue those people have brought in so that you can easily measure your ROI on your webinar campaigns. On the right as well, upcoming conference leads. Any rep who is an owner of records that are attending a conference that we are all attending should be reaching out to them to try to schedule a meeting, have some sort of pre-conference engagement. This component is also great post-conference so that our team can reach out, say, hey, great seeing you at the conference. Let's see where this can go, right? See if we can get some opportunities generated from the conference, right? Furthermore, creating components to show opportunities created off of those conference leads, and then more importantly, the converted opportunities into customers and the revenue of those customers met at the conferences, so that we can also generate our ROI from our conference spend, which, as we all know in this space, can be through the roof. Okay, we got our dashboards. We have our list views. How can we engage with these people? How can I put these people into a journey and automatically engage with them without our sales team having to customize and generate all these emails one by one, monotonous tasks? Well, let's hop over from our sales dynamics tool to our marketing dynamics tool. And this is where I'll show you real quick. We have our active subscription lists. Subscription lists are a great tool to help automatically enroll and unenroll people into journeys. So we create a flow, and that flow says if this person attended the webinar, we want to add them to our attended last webinar subscription list. Once they're added to that subscription list, we can then add them into a custom journey that speaks directly to that audience. So if we go to our journeys and see our webinar attendee follow-up, we see that we launch this journey from anybody who's a member of that subscription list. So as soon as they're added to that list through that flow, they are put into this journey. So whatever your way of updating the people that attended your webinar, whether it be through a native integration, custom API, or simple export import from your GoToWebinar or Zoom webinar platform, they will be added to that subscription list and into this journey, right? So what can we do once they're in their journey? It's endless. The limitations are endless. If you can think it, you can make it happen in here. So for a sample journey, I just wanted to show you, we send them a follow-up email that they attended. If they opened it, we got a yes-no branching, right? If they didn't open it, I just put a phone call in there to show that we can create a custom task for our sales reps at any point in the journey to reach out to these people. If they did open it, well, that's cool, but what else did they do? Did they open it and click? Well, if they opened it and clicked, let's send a very specific email, right? That's a hot lead. So sending a different email than, let's say, if they didn't click, right? And we can see, we don't have another step there, but we can see the possibilities. The availability and actions you can put into these journeys are endless. And we can engage through really any inbound lead generation channel, whether it be our social media, website visits, form fills. Dynamics 365's marketing tool gives us a lot of options, a lot of freedom to engage with our prospects over multiple channels, increasing our chance of conversion, right? So I hope this helps. Just a real quick overview of how we can better customize our Dynamics 365 CRM and marketing tool, content management platform to help our sales team better engage with our prospects, putting that data in front of them, but then also qualifying our prospects through automated marketing, identifying those hot leads who engage with us through these journeys, and then putting those contacts in front of our sales team as well, right? Taking those monotonous tasks off your sales team's plate, saving them time so that they can spend more time doing what they love to do best, closing sales, right? Creating opportunities and bringing in new customers and accounts. Hope this helps. Please reach out if you have any questions. And thank you more than anything for your time. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you.